Hello. We're looking at another haul of books. Um, this is actually now from, I'm shooting this on the same day that I was shooting the previous last couple hauls. So I think this is like haul 19 now. Um, a couple weeks ago, I'm shooting this on a Tuesday, and it was just this past weekend actually. I had bought, went out to Went to White Ave to trade some books, bought some books, went to the old Strathcona Antiques Mall and bought some books there. Those were two separate hauls. Then the next day, Sunday, I decided to go to West Edmonton Mall. And that is this haul, which you're not seeing it until it's not this week, but you're not seeing it until next week. Anyway, my brain is turning into mud. The first, it's going to be three parts. I divided it up because I felt there was just a bit too much Marvel books to show it all in one video, in my opinion. I try to keep my videos under 15 minutes, so they're a little easier to digest. Um, there's also another reason as well, but I won't get into that. So these are all in the bags that um, I bought them in. I think for the most part, I think there's one book that isn't going to be in part three that I took that book out of that bag because I wanted to use that bag for one of the other books that was in a much. I'll get to that when I get to the third video. You'll see it. Anyways, but I would say this haul, part one and part two, is all Marvel books. Part three is DC and indie books. There actually wasn't as many good DC books in West Edmonton Coin and Stamps dollar bins, but there was a lot of really cool Marvel books and some really older ones as well. So some of them were in were in really bad shape, and I was like, I just can't. But a couple of them, the absolute last book that I'm going to show, um, is in very bad shape, but it comes very close to being a sub 100 or one. It gets really close to that area of the first 100 issues of a series. It's Even though it's in bad shape, it's worth the wait for this video. But first up, we got Alpha Flight issue number 12, and one shall surely die. And if you know what the story is, you know. And that is a Canadian price variant. It's a $1.25 book. Sorry, my brain is mush. I hopefully I won't keep saying that too many times. But next up, we have a 50 center. Avengers, issue number 212. The Avengers travel to Washington, D.C. to find Gorn the Barbarian and the woman called Elf Queen. uh, and these are all, of course, all dollar bin books. And these are all in the original bags, no boards that I got them in. And all as I've always said, the little X's that are on these bags they're on the bags, they're not on the books. Okay, moving on. We got another Avengers book, issue number 286. The Fall of Mutants is coming, and it says Assault on an Android. This is a cool cover. I think I've seen somebody show this cover before, and that's why I picked it up. I saw it. It's like, ooh, I gotta have that. We got She-Hulk. We got Monica Rambeau. They're fighting. What is it? Is that the Adaptoid they're fighting? Got Namor and that's not Doctor Strange. Who is that other guy? I don't know who that other guy is. I should know. And this next one here, I thought about picking this up the previous time that I had been there. But I was like, do I really want it? I mean, I know it's like a minor key, but is it, but I saw it again. It's like, I couldn't leave it behind. We got number one in a two-issue limited series. Two-issue limited series. I cannot talk today. Number one in a two-issue limited series. Buckaroo Banzai. Or if I hope I'm Bonsai. And I was like, I had to take that one. So, all right, now we're getting into some of the meat of what I saw, and it's like, oh, I had to get all of these. These are all Conan books. Conan the Barbarian. Shout out to Son of Crom. Shout out to Gary B. Oh, I hope casual comic collector. I hope I got that right. Sorry if I didn't get it right, man. We have issue number 140 of Conan the Barbarian. And that's a 75 center. I can't remember if that's a Canadian price variant or not. I don't know. It might be, or it might just be a regular 75 center. We have, and you'll have noticed on some of these they say $2 on them. These ones were actually discounted to $1 a piece, so they weren't $2; they were $1. So we've got issue number 210, Conan the Barbarian. We got issue number 224, Conan the Barbarian, again. These are actually the first Conan books I picked up in a while. I'd gotten away from picking up Conan for other stuff, but I'm getting back into it. I'm watching Gary B and his love for Conan. I was like, yeah, okay. So we got Conan number 264, White Apes, the Ebon Throne, Part 1. And we got issue number 266, Conan the Renegade, but it says Conan the Barbarian, Death and Gory. Oh, look, they got Tiny Toons on the back. There's a contrast. Okay, now the last 3 books in this part of the haul. Like I said, this is only part 1 of the Marvel stuff. Part 2 will be, this is Monday. This video is going up on Monday. Part 2 will go up on Wednesday, and part 3 will go up on Friday for next week. You'll know because you'll see it. But these are some of the ones I came across that were like, wow, they're not in the best. The first 2 are in okay shape, but the last one's in really bad shape. But it's so close to being near that 100 point. But it's like not like first. You'll know when you see them. But we got, so I'm doing these in reverse order now. Am I doing these in reverse order? Oops, almost missed that. Only messed up. Okay, so we have almost messed up. We have issue number 151 of the Invincible Iron Man, all out action with the astonishing Ant-Man. And if you're real nice, maybe Iron Man will show up too. So now we have a 40 center. Now we got issue number 136 of Invincible Iron Man, the beginning of the Endotherm. And I think it's the first appearance of whoever the hell that is. Whoever the hell that is. Mr. Egan's from What's on the Comic Rack. He'll know who that is. All right, now, part of the reason I wanted to split this up because I wanted to end on this one. This book is in very bad shape, and so I mean, we're talking someone's written in pen on the very bottom part here. It's got a huge description crease down the middle, and it's just beat up. The back here, let me show you the back of this book. Look at how that book is destroyed. It's just not. It's not. But I looked in it, opened it up, and looked through it, and it looks like it's all complete. But it's issue number 104 of the Invincible Iron Man. It says, hounded by his enemies, torn between his friends, the armored Avenger battles alone, the anger and the anguish. But and then supposedly this is the first appearance of Maria Stark. And what's interesting about this, and you can see just by the cover, look how it is. It's wavy. It's written on here. Here's the part. Look at it. Someone wrote in pen on the bottom, but it is a newsstand. Of course, it is a newsstand. It's too old to not be a newsstand. But the interesting reason why I decided I had to absolutely buy it is right there. 12 pence. 12 pence, UK edition, issue number 104 of the Invincible Iron Man. And like I said, it's beat to hell, but I could not leave it behind. It's like if I leave this behind and nobody takes it, it will become even more destroyed. So I don't know how to. I really don't. I don't have the option to clean and press, and I don't think there's anybody in around where I live that does that, and I don't think it's in good enough shape to necessarily do that to it anyway. So, but I had to take that. I was like I couldn't leave that one behind. It's like it's now. I think I don't know if that makes it. I think I had recently showed my oldest Marvel UK books. That's now one of the oldest Marvel UK books I have. I mean, it's still just basically a Marvel book, but it's a pence version, so it's a UK book, so it counts. So, okay, so that's part one of this haul. Part two coming up. I'm shooting these all at the same time, and I'm going to do that right away before my brain gives out on me. Uh, I hope you enjoyed those books. Look out for part two coming Wednesday. Next, look for part two, and I said part three will be DC books and indie books. So, all right. Thanks very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you made it this far, and if you're not giggling and laughing at me for being strange and weird, uh, I hope you're having a great day. Bye for now.